Burnley versus Arsenal at Tough Moor. So it's been Arsenal all the way this season. What a beautiful season! I mean, what a season Arsenal has been having
Fantastic.
in the
What a
Premier League,
what a
in the
fantastic
Premier League,
season we have.
Champions League, and even in the EFL
Yes,
Cup.
across Europe.
Currently, 6 games without conceding a goal from Arsenal, and they are currently top of the Premier League table with a total of 22 points, ahead of the Bournemouth, which are currently on 18 points. Looking into the game between Burnley and the Arsenal, you will know that Burnley are that type of team that want to be defensive. I've watched them against Manchester City. I think their first half they held Manchester City well. I've watched them against Man United. They also played well against Manchester United. We are going to face them. We know that they will be very defensive. What is the plan that Arsenal is going to put in place to break Burnley's defensive tactics?
Okay. I don't know. They're a dynamic team whereby you might think they are defending, while at the same time they could play you on the counter. They could keep the ball on the ground. That's the most important thing now. And teams that play like that, just like the way Sunderland play too, they defend deep, but they could as well keep the ball on the ground to progress with phases of plays during the game of play. And you need to consider that. But I think Arsenal is going to take control over them because Arsenal will keep the ball more. I think Arteta is going to be more direct tomorrow, so that because we need to score them as much as possible, because I think they've won their last 2 matches, right? And it's going to be a difficult game for us. Though we have the best of form, but they are also on form. So if they play their card right, they could as well hurt us. So no team can be underrated in the Premier League, and we want to give them a very good game. So I hope that we are going to play direct football to open them up, because if we are able to score goals as early as possible, the game can be open for us. But if not, they could decide to be compact, and we have to rely on set pieces again, which is what opposition fans don't want. But me, I don't mind though. I don't know if you understand. Winning with set pieces is also part of the game. You understand? So,
Shay, Arsenal so far have conceded only 3 goals in the Premier League. At the same time, they have gone ahead to
sorry to say, we have conceded 3 goals this season.
I said in the Premier League.
This season.
Okay.
That one concern you now.
3 goals in 3 goals in 13 matches.
3 goals in the Premier League. Currently, they have scored 16 goals, and they have a goal difference of 13 goals. Looking at Arsenal, what do you think has been special about the Arteta's team?
Yeah, it's not really special about Arsenal like that.
What do you mean by that?
Na king picking may no reach, may no become king.
Go some cases here, no worry. I say we never win Premier League before.
This year. Let us say the end of this year. And let's see him will be crowned.
They're not going to win this year. If they talk this is
The Premier League.
that's why this year.
But their match against Burnley, just like the stadium name implies, tough more. So tough.
It will be tough for the Arsenal gunners.
So I imagine Arteta should, do the assignment very well and make sure those players utilize their opportunities, chances they create, so that if they want to get the 3 points.
Dre, Burnley, like I said earlier, are that type of team which are very compact when it comes to defensive side of the game. I also watched them against Liverpool. Liverpool also struggled to beat them. In fact, Liverpool relied on penalty to beat Burnley. But as it stands, it's going to be Burnley versus Arsenal. I want to look into Burnley's team. They have their coach, which is Scott Parker, a very experienced coach. He has led teams like Fulham from that division championship to the Premier League, I think twice. And finally, he's at Burnley doing a very great job. 10 points in the 9 matches. Currently, they have only lost They have only lost 3 games in the Premier League. They have drawn 5 and they have drawn 5 and won a game. So looking at Burnley's team, do you think that Burnley will be a threat to Arsenal?
Every team is a threat to another. But when you weigh in the option, the stake, the odds, I think the odds is slightly in favor of Arsenal.
Slightly.
Yes, slightly. If you look at
Slightly.
yes,
The team topping the Premier League.
Slightly.
which has not
Did you just say
considered
slightly?
growth.
that's why the,
Man,
the
pay,
last 4
pay
Premier
us,
League games, they are not
pay us some
considered.
respect. What do you mean by slightly? That's an insult for my personality as an Arsenal fan.
an insult to someone that's I beg you.
Don't insult me, please.
As I was saying before, which name we called him that time? Orio Gbade decided to interrupt. The Arsenal have a slight chance when there comes this weekend, because if you look at the way Arsenal have been playing, their strength more is more on their defensive prowess. Yeah, they defended well. This is a team that can play just 1-0. I think what Arsenal is doing now is that the 3 points is better than scoring more goals. And
But that was Mourinho's ideology
Yes.
when he came to Chelsea in 2024, 2025.
yes, the 3 points is very important, and that's what Arsenal, that's what they are currently doing. They can decide to play 1-0, and that is why I say they have just slight chance. If Arsenal can just score you one, then the game is done. So I think that is why if Burnley will play their game, and what is Burnley's game? Sit back. They are playing their game. Pesimeno may get 10 possession. He playing game ni. As far as in pattern, as he wake up in the morning saying they enter pitch, or what he want to be say he won't go defend. Then the results will not justify if what he played, because if they decide to park the bus for the 90 minutes and the game end new, that means they played well, because that is what they are looking for. So it is now left to Arsenal to like, okay, break down the defense and score a goal. That's why I said Arsenal have a slight chance, because if Arsenal can score, I think they can see out the game. That's what Chelsea used to do. Just score 1 goal, then pull Mikel, make the lock shop, everybody they go out. So that's what Arsenal are doing currently. So they have this slight chance against Burnley, and I see them still keeping their winning momentum going forward.
I want to ask you, logically, not based on fan-based ideology, logically, do you think that Arsenal are going to win the Premier League this season with the way they have played so far after 9 matches?
Well, with what they've played so far, the consistency is there. So I'm very optimistic they can. It is other probably. But with what they've played so far, if the consistency is there, they can win the Premier League.
There's also, they say that a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. Currently, Arsenal has taken 9 steps out of 8 steps needed to be taken in the Premier League, in the quest to win the Premier League. So far, they are currently on 22 points. Do you see Arsenal as that team that will win the Premier League at the end of this season? Or do you see Arsenal maintaining their consistency currently to the end of the season?
I would be more pained if they did not actually win the league.
So you are saying that the Premier League is Arsenal's
Yes.
Arsenal's to
Yeah,
lose.
I remember,
Yes,
is
to
it
lose as it stands.
last 2 seasons? Is it last 2 seasons or last 3 seasons? I was praying for Arsenal to win the league. Why? I want them to break this monopoly of Manchester City then, but they didn't. Now they still have to like do it, because I think the era of Man City and Liverpool should end.
No, but Manchester City are currently on 3rd position.
You can't judge them based on that.
17 points. So they are part of it. They are growing. Sorry, with 16 points. So Manchester City is also part of the title.
That's what I'm saying. If Arsenal decide to be unfortunate again this season, then maybe the likes of Man City will still win the league. And if we keep doing that, with time, Man City will be a bigger team than most of these London team. It's not that I like Arsenal. I don't like any London team. Only Chelsea, only Blues. But there will be a time whereby you just have to like support your enemy. Because if Arsenal fails to win the Premier League this season, if they don't win, I go laugh. But it will be a thing of joy. It has been long the Premier League comes to London, and apart from that, Liverpool they have 20 already, and Man City won 4 straight. So we need someone that can. Chelsea can't do that for now. So we need a team that can actually break this yoke Then let's enter a new era. Chelsea, Manchester United they had their time. Let's enter a new era. So with what Arsenal are playing currently, I believe they can actually do it, except they decide to be unfortunate.
IBB, what must Arsenal do? What must Arsenal do to pick all 3 points against Burnley? If you pick all 3 points against Burnley, you will extend your points to 25 points on the Premier League table, and also extend your leading on top of the Premier League to 8 points, pending the outcome of the game between Bournemouth on Sunday. So, what must Arsenal do to pick all 3 points against Burnley?
It's a very important week for us. It's a week we're potentially extending our lead. So I think we just need to come out in full. Arteta needs to come out. He needs to be courageous in the game. Even if we concede against Burnley, we can still win the game. So he's playing that style of football whereby you just have control of the game from beginning to the end. And that is why you see it is difficult for us to concede these days. Control. The side effect is we score less, we attack less. You understand? So I would just want to see a beautiful game for us tomorrow, because I think Burnley is one of those teams that we can play and at least let loose the players and allow the players to deliver to us a fantastic performance tomorrow. So I want to see Eze, Saka, Martinelli. I want to see Declan Rice advancing through the center of the pitch. I want to see passes from Zubimendi breaking the lines. So I want to see more courage from the Arsenal team tomorrow. Hopefully, we can get the 3 points. It's a very important week for us because Manchester City is playing Bournemouth. Liverpool is playing Aston Villa, who is currently on very, very, very serious form. I think they won 6 of their last 7 matches. So I think Liverpool has a very big game to play during the weekend. Manchester City playing against Bournemouth, who is the second on the table as well. And so it's a very important 3 points for us to extend our lead so that we can be able to take any future exigencies.
Do you expect your coach, Mikel Arteta, to make changes from the last lineup against Crystal Palace?
So far so good. I don't think so, because of the injuries we have. I don't think we have better options on the bench. The starting lineup is okay. I want to see Saka. Maybe we can have Gabriel Martinelli. If it depends on the kind of game he's going to play. If he wants to keep more control, we'll be seeing Trossard. But if he wants to let loose of the game, we'll be seeing Martinelli, so that Martinelli and Saka will keep the opponents pressured high up the pitch. They will not be able to advance too much. You get it? But when we use the likes of Trossard is much more of a control player, whereby you can have the team comfortably advance against us, and we have to keep the ball. So it depends. But tomorrow I want to see Martinelli. If he's fit, I want to see Martinelli so that we can have a free flow of the game.
So what will be the outcome of Burnley versus Arsenal?
I'm going for
5-0 in favor of Arsenal. That would be a repetition of what happened 2 seasons ago in the Premier League as well, where you won 5-0 against Burnley.
Yes.
Dari, what will be the outcome of the game between Arsenal and the Burnley?
2-0 to Arsenal.
2-0 in favor of Arsenal. Mr. Sheyi, what will be the scoreline between Arsenal and the Burnley?
Burnley 1, Arsenal 2.
Burnley 1. So, despite Arsenal not conceding any goal in the last 6 games, you still believe they are going to concede against Burnley? It's alright.